This week, a hot new bombshell.
After bombshell after bombshell.
Bombshell.
A lot of stories we're
revelation.
tracking, including an absolute bombshell.
About a bombshell.
There was a major new bombshell.
Unbelievable.
Bombshell conversation.
Reality Bombshell.
Hello and welcome to Reality Bombshell, the comedy podcast that investigates the not true crimes of your guilty as pleasures and examines reality TV through a true crime lens. I'm Arielle, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm your resident reality TV historian.
I'm Ben, my pronouns are he, him. I'm the skeptic turned co-conspirator.
Together we connect clues, follow the drama, and unpack all things reality TV one case at a time. How you doing, Ben?
Doing great.
I'm actually really excited about this episode. But first, let's get into what we're obsessed with this week.
Let's do it. This week I've been obsessed with probably the downfall of society, as I say this, but Luigi Mangione as a Shein model.
Yes! That is crazy. And it actually looked legit.
It looks good. AI
is insane.
Too good now.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But I mean,
listen,
I'm here for it. I don't know.
They really Shein then took a hard stance against it and were like, we didn't realize it.
I didn't see
blah,
that.
blah, blah. Yeah. Wow. It was a very realistic
It
photo.
it looked really good.
Yeah, it really did.
But the fact alone that somebody was like, yeah,
this is it.
We're doing it.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's a little different. I've been playing Assassin's Creed 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which is bit of a dichotomy from
Sure.
what I
Yeah.
usually... Yeah, I built myself a PC, a gaming PC, and
Hell yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2 takes place in Renaissance Italy.
Yes, I did know this.
So it's kind of beautiful,
And,
fun.
I've seen people play Assassin's Creed 2 and use that as their way to figure out where things are in Italy.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
And then tour Italy afterwards and be
it's
like,
really cool.
I did
played
this already.
Yeah, I think that's what's cool about Assassin's Creed is the whole franchise. So yeah, that's what I've been mildly obsessed with.
All
but I
right.
get really tense when I play video games because I'm really bad at them, and then I hurt myself.
I feel like that should be your time to
Relax? Yeah, one
yeah.
would assume. Yeah.
Gotta get you back playing Animal Crossing or one of the...
Oh, that's true. Animal Crossing or Stardew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much more relaxed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd rather kill people. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Reality Bombshell.
Today
Yeah.
we are back with Reality Bookshelf.
Yes.
Book number 3. We read Scheana Shay's memoir called My Good Side.
It was...
I'm curious what,
not my favorite book at all. One of the worst books I've read.
How, really?
Not as bad as Ilaria's, but
How would you
close.
rank it compared to, Heather Gay's?
Not as good as... I mean,
Okay.
definitely closer to Ilaria's than Heather Gay's.
Okay. I loved it.
Really?
But I want to caveat this because... So Vanderpump's, my comfort show.
Sure, of course.
So there's definitely, a level of parasocial shit going on between me.
Sure.
I feel like the VPR cast is, old friends. And I love Scheana. I'm a Scheana apologist. So I just loved listening to it.
All
Because
right.
there were just so many things. I'm sure there were a lot of things you had no fucking idea what she was talking about. There were a lot of references to things in the show.
Yeah, so I think we'll talk about this, as we get into it, but
Yeah.
it felt like to me, especially in her stuff from the show / beginnings of her life.
Yeah.
Up until you hit a point, and we'll talk about that point.
Yeah.
She was just recounting events.
Yeah.
It I didn't know any of these things.
Right.
So it for me who didn't know any of these things.
We didn't know the events to begin with.
It
Yeah.
actually was helpful the way
Right.
that she recounted these, but
Yeah.
didn't feel like she processed any of this or
Probably not.
honestly even remembered any of it.
Right.
It seemed like she was being told these things and just wrote it down.
Right. There was a lot of context that came from her book of things that I didn't know either.
Oh,
too.
interesting.
So
Okay.
there were things that I can't remember any off the top of my head, but there were behind the scenes things that
Sure,
were
okay.
interesting. I think the way her relationship with Lisa has soured
Yeah.
was really
That was
really
very
interesting to me.
interesting. Yeah.
No one goes against Lisa, and definitely not Scheana. So for Scheana to
Interesting.
publicly in her book
Denounce Lisa.
denounce Lisa is huge.
Yeah.
Especially because Lisa sucks. I mean, we'll get into it over the many more thousands of episodes that we'll do, but
Sure.
Lisa only supports men Like, she
Interesting.
consistently, like, allows men to get away with insane shit, but, like, chastises women for doing things. That,
Whoa.
like, it's really, really one-sided. Like, there's this one character on VPR named James Kennedy,
Okay.
who is a domestic abuser.
Oh.
And more stuff has continually come out. Things have been cut from the show that, like, prove that he's done all these things.
Yep.
And he's been, like, fully denounced by, like, everybody on the cast. But
Yep.
Lisa will still post things about him to this day.
Interesting.
And,
Isn't
like,
Jax the same? Isn't there, like, stuff going on with Jax, too?
yeah, I mean, Jax sucks. And
Yeah.
she's, like, constantly enabled Jax. James is pretty bad, particularly bad. Like, she'll post, like, his, like, DJ sets and things like that.
Okay, sure.
Whereas, like, Jax, like, you know, she's not, like, actively supporting Jax.
Sure,
So
sure,
she's,
sure,
like,
sure.
actively supporting James Kennedy, which is a
Interesting.
real problem because, like, there's actual, like, police reports from,
Whoa,
like, him, like,
okay.
yeah. So, but her, like, saying, her finding out that Lisa, like, at the end she said something about, I'm jumping around fully, I'm, like,
That's
completely,
what this
yeah.
felt, again, similarly to Laurie's book. This jumps around a little, bit, too.
Yeah. Scheana learns that Lisa had made a comment saying that she didn't think that the girl that was dating Eddie Cibrian would do the show, which basically insinuates that
She didn't even know her name.
She didn't know her name, but that Scheana was, like, the catalyst for VPR and, like, the actual, like, core of the show.
Oh.
But Lisa would never admit that to Scheana.
Yep.
Just by the fact that that's, like, literally what happened.
Right.
Yeah. So that's my initial take. I don't
Sure.
know. I actually really enjoyed it.
All right.
I was
Glad-
sad when it was over.
Wow.
It was a terrible book. I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what this is. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not my subject
Yeah,
matter.
absolutely.
Which
Yeah,
is, like,
of course.
and it was not well written.
No,
so
it
for
was
me,
not.
it's not.
Did you listen to it or
I
read
listened to it, yeah.
I do like that about a lot of celebrity memoirs.
Oh, yeah, it's
when
just,
they're
like,
reading
it's
it
background
themselves.
noise,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just, she's constantly chasing fame.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
whole, just, like, recounting of everyone she's ever slept with, essentially, was
Yeah.
a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that coming, though. That's
Really?
the difference. Yeah, because, like, that's what she does. That's
Okay.
Scheana. You know what I mean? So, actually, this is probably a really good introduction to Scheana for you.
Yeah, fair.
Because we don't really... Scheana doesn't do a ton of crazy stuff on the show that we would cover necessarily quite yet.
Sure.
So, like, this way you'll know, like, who Scheana, like, really is. Or her
Yeah, so, I mean, so far,
she's a
everything,
fame whore.
everything you've covered, it just kind of seems like she's a
Kind of in the
background character.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she is a fame whore.
Yeah.
The Stassi Clockter, episode 1. Like, yeah.
Interesting.
And John Mayer has denied sleeping with her.
Interesting.
Because John Mayer's friends with Andy Cohen. But she's even said on the show that she slept with John Mayer.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, it's
Interesting.
very, yeah.
I mean, she said she slept with half of Hollywood in the
Right.
book, so
Yeah, there were some names on there I was, like, absolutely shocked to hear.
she, like,
Yeah.
had a relationship with Jesse Metcalfe, like,
Yeah.
in Jesse Metcalfe's, like,
Prime.
heyday.
Yeah, quote unquote. I mean, I don't know whether do we think she actually did?
I mean, there were multiple stories with him.
That's true.
Like,
That's
the
true.
John Mayer reference was just, like, a one-time.
Right.
And
Yeah,
with as many women as John Mayer's probably slept with.
that's true.
It's
She's a pretty
possible
girl in Hollywood. It's not unlikely.
He may have just forgotten.
That's true.
And Scheana would not forget
Of
that.
course not,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure she has a diary where she's
Right.
written down every person because that's what it
That's
seemed
what-
like.
yeah. Oh,
Except for
yeah.
the two guys in the notebook who she didn't even have their names.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot around Scandoval. I mean, it makes sense because that's like the big
Sure.
event. Her husband cheating on her was not known until the book dropped.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did know that
Yeah.
from listening to another podcast about this book.
And that was crazy. Something that she did not remotely talk about. I don't know how much you know from listening to other podcasts, but like he has 2 kids that he's fully estranged from.
Oh, did not know any
Like
of that.
he does not, the wife or the mother wants nothing to do with him.
Okay.
He just left them. So he just left and moved to
Whoa.
America. Just left. And if I'm not mistaken, so their daughter's name is Summer Moon.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure his other daughter is named like
Moon or
Autumn
Sun.
Sun
Oh,
or
no.
something like that. Like it's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, his relationship with his kids, his 2 like first children,
Yeah.
is like really bad. I think he has like a domestic violence charge or something like
That
that.
feels very Chris Pratt.
It does feel very weirdly Chris Pratt. Yeah. He just like had a terrible he was terrible to his family
Sure.
in Australia, so he just like left and started
Left that.
over. Yeah. I mean it's bad.
That's rough.
And she doesn't touch on that like at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her whole relationship with Dee Dee.
Oh yeah, that was news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not a relationship, but like
A relation.
a friendship that they
had
just made out
relations. Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But then like swept it under the rug whenever Brock was around.
Right.
Was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Her miscarriage was also not something.
Yeah, so
that was not on the show. That was the first time I knew about it.
That's
and it changes a lot.
Right. That's the one part of the book where it actually feels like she has processed this, and like that was the run similar to Ilaria.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that was the one redeeming part of the book.
The trauma
Yeah.
she's been through. Yeah. I think I really liked the way she spoke about her mental health.
Yes.
That to me that changed a lot of how I like view her, because when she first shared she had postpartum OCD on the show.
Yeah.
People were like, "The fuck is
What
that?
is that?
Like, what
Yeah.
is that? Whatever. It's just Scheana looking for attention." Blah
Sure.
blah blah. But to hear her talk about it was really eye-opening.
Yeah.
For me.
Again,
and I really liked hearing
everything around her miscarriage and the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like that is the stuff that actually feels like she's processed these and she like actively remembers it, unlike everything
other
prior
stuff.
to that.
Yeah, drugs may play a role in
I
that
was
as well.
thinking
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And that like that makes that, because everything prior to that was just so like bland and just recounting of events.
Yeah.
It made that section like so much more interesting.
That's true.
And better to listen to as I was listening.
Really
to it,
like the back half of it was Scandoval era and her
pregnancy.
miscarriage and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole rainbow at her wedding with Brock and thinking the rainbow was her baby was a little heavy-handed.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of the Scandoval stuff to me, and like you know so much more about this than I do.
Right.
It felt like she was like trying to clear her name of any wrongdoing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So for some context, Scheana got a ton of shit in the last season of Vanderpump.
Okay.
Because she was like forgiving Sandoval. So
Gotcha.
when it first happened, everybody sided with Ariana. But then Ariana like blew up.
Right.
So she got on Dancing with the Stars. She was in Chicago on Broadway. She hosts Love Island. And you could tell that Scheana and Lala, who she talks about, Lala in the book a lot, who's another character on Vanderpump, in the newest season, they come off as really jealous of Ariana's success. And Lala makes a comment like, "I don't know anybody else that gets cheated on and suddenly they're Beyonce." So I get why Scheana, like, it felt like she had to explain why she was forgiving Sandoval.
Yeah.
And with the knowledge of the cheating, that does change how I look at the season a lot. Because Scheana was crying a ton.
Right.
And it's like, why are you crying? Ariana got cheated on.
Right.
Like, what is the problem? It's because she was, like, dealing with...
Also being cheated on. But you would think that she would be sympathetic to
Ariana,
who is also being cheated on.
Right.
And not Tom, who is actively cheating on her, like her boyfriend is.
When Ariana got Dancing with the Stars, the whole thing was that Scheana was like, I've always wanted to be on Dancing with the Stars. Like, when is it my turn?
So she just wanted...
And it came off that she just wanted attention all the time. And that's how it's always come off.
Right.
I don't know if you remember, there was an editor that she talked about who...
Yeah.
I do totally feel for her. When you go back and watch, you can see the way that she's... I mean, God, Sheena's just painted in the worst light the entire show.
Sure. But it felt like there were so many men in her life that have done her so
dirty.
poorly.
Yeah.
And it felt like the women on Vanderpump Rules and the editor were like her enemy number one. Like you would think that every one of these men...
She's not a girl's girl. She's a guy's
clearly,
girl. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. I also didn't know that her ex-husband was an alcoholic. It was just the pills that were... Oh, no, not that he was an alcoholic, that he was cheating on her.
Yes.
It was just the pills and the...
That came out,
came out on the show. So that definitely changes things, too, because she got a lot of heat for divorcing Shay on camera. Because they picked cameras back up.
Right.
It did, like, put into context, like, some of the things that I've judged her for sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, like, having no context.
Right, yeah, of course. Yeah.
She didn't even paint herself in the best light.
No, she didn't.
And some of these things, like, felt like she was trying to escape any blame that had been thrust upon her.
What I will say is that how bad you felt she was painted, it was way worse.
Of
and
course.
that was her
trying to make
the best.
better.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
I thought it was like a fun, like, oral history of Vanderpump.
Fair.
I think that's kind of what it was.
And, like, her side of
it.
Things,
Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt to me like everything pre-Scandoval and everything was just like her recounting events. And
like, lightly, like, not even in depth.
Right,
like,
exactly. Like,
yeah.
I felt like I didn't get any of her feelings or
That's
her
true.
own thoughts. It was just like, this is what happened. The end.
Yeah, I think it felt like it was a book about Scandoval and everything that happened after, but then she had to add other stuff because it was a memoir, so, like, we're going to go back to the beginning.
Right.
Yeah. Scheana gets a lot of criticism for being, like, too online. Like, so she's always trying to, like, play the side to be, like, the most liked, which does her dirty.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why we didn't get any real, like, emotion in a lot of it, is because, like, she doesn't show that.
Right.
Yeah, she just wants to be, like, the most liked person in the room.
And that came across in the book, too. Like,
Yeah.
she was trying to stay very down the middle because she didn't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. Overall, would I read it again? No. Would I recommend it? If you're a Vanderpump fan, I recommend it.
Sure.
It
I
really,
can see that.
yeah. I mean, it's like hanging with Scheana.
Sure.
Hang with Shishu. Like,
And if you're a fan of hers, great.
Yeah,
I
right.
just have no attachment to her whatsoever.
I was actually, like, every time I'd hear something, I was like, oh my god, that's going to spoil it for Ben. Like, oh my god, that's going to spoil it. And then I was
very
like,
honestly
Ben didn't
remember-
clock anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
It went in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, so I'm not too concerned. But I gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
Because I enjoyed it.
Sure.
It's like, how do I scale ratings for stuff? Like, I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, but I gave, like, the Goldfinch 3 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
I mean, like,
it's,
yeah, I do that on Letterboxd.
right, exactly. It's like,
did this accomplish what it
what
came
it set out to do?
accomplish?
And
Yeah.
I think it did. What's interesting is that she made the New York Times bestseller list for this book, but she had the cross next to it, which means that a large number were bought in bulk, which would suggest that, like, she bought them in bulk to get her numbers up.
Right.
So
Interesting.
yeah, that's so Scheana.
I did not know that they, like, denoted that. Like,
Yeah. And then on her Instagram, she posted a picture of the list of the New York Times bestseller, and then she covered
out
the
the-
cross with, like, a
Wow.
heart emoji. And yeah.
honestly, go Scheana.
Yeah, good for her. You know what? I don't have a New York Times bestselling book.
same.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, very much felt like this was a, as her, and she talks about she was demoted in the later seasons, and then obviously after Scandoval, everyone was kicked off, and this is just her way of, like,
yeah, maybe she needs to make
needs
money. Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually probably is exactly what it was.
and
because
she's been through a divorce, and
right, the Brock thing was an excerpt that came out before the book released as, like, an attempt to sell more books. I mean, I was kind of shocked she even shared that in the book, to be fair.
she probably needed something to grab
Right,
people's
to
attention.
actually get people to buy the book.
Yeah.
So I gave it 3 out of 5. What'd you give it?
If Ilaria's book was like 0.5 for me,
Yeah.
this is like 1 to 1.5.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. What was
Yeah.
Heather's then?
I would say that's like a 3.
A 3? Yeah, I think I'd give Heather's the same.
Heather's a 3 for you?
Yeah,
And
I
this
like
was also a
Sheena's
3 for you?
better just because I like Scheana more than I like Heather.
Sure.
But Heather's actually had some, like, interesting,
quality
like,
commentary on the
like, Mormonism. Yeah, it's true. I think Sheena's was written a little bit better.
Sure. Then
Heather's, yeah.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I don't think so.
It was definitely written better than
Definitely written better than
Hilarious.
Hilarious,
And read
but-
better than Hilarious.
Yes.
It was read better than Heather's, too, I felt.
Fair. I don't really remember.
I think that has to do with Heather being, like, a Gen X.
Yes.
Boomer.
And also, like, well, I guess they're both kind of Valley girls.
I guess they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheena's accident is a little bit less annoying.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah.
But neither of them compared to Ilaria's, so...
Yeah, right. So, we'll put her on
they both
so far,
passed.
she's on the Book Hall of Fame because there's only 3 books we've read so far, and one of them was really, really bad. Yeah. So...
They're all in the top 3 right now. This book was in the top 3 books we've read for this podcast.
Yeah, go Shishu. We love it. All right.
That will be changing soon.
Of course it will, yeah. So yeah, let us know what books we should read next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find other Vanderpump books, but none of them are like good enough to read. So
probably because they're writers.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Well,
and shouldn't be.
No. She was a journalist. She went to journalism school. She was a journalist. Let me start that over.
She went to journalism school. That is very different from being a journalist.
True.
Oh, we didn't talk at all about the Hooters stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Probably because she was just recounting.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I think that was fascinating for her to share.
Yeah, that was an interesting, this is
my origin story.
Your origin story.
It did feel like, here's how I broke into the industry.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't, but
that's how that's how she shared it.
Yeah,
that's how she portrayed it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of problematic.
Icky.
Yeah.
A little icky.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing around it was icky.
All of it was
I'm
icky,
glad that she seemed like she found her power from that whole ordeal.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess, if you want to put it that way.
The way she talked about it was we were all supposed to be like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'd never heard of it whatsoever. Sure. She dropped the name early on when she was talking about it, the name of the guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, she's really just dropping the name of this guy. And then I found out, well, then she explains that he did some
she was
icky stuff.
Dropping a lot of names.
She's dropping a ton of names.
Well, that's it for this case file. We've got plenty more where that came from. Scroll our feed and pick your poison. Follow Reality Bombshell wherever you get your podcasts and tap the automatic download button so you don't miss the next episode. Our theme song is by Isaac Tobe. Our logo is by Tim Schools. You've been listening to Reality Bombshell. I've been Ben.
I'm Ariel. Bombs away.
Reality Bombshell.